Hello, my name is Klaus and welcome to another Mazda 6 video. Roll the intro, let's go! We're gonna do the tie end rods on the other side. And where is it? It's right that thing there. See? That thing there. That's the tie end rod. And here is the new one. So I'm gonna set you up on the GoPro and we're gonna start to film the process of removing it, not losing the alignment and doing the job properly. So let's go and do it. But first, the tools you're gonna need. And these are the tools you're gonna need to do this job. Whichever tool you use to take off the wheels. So I have an impact with a 21, 17 and a lock nut. I have penetrating fluid, WD-40, specialist penetrant. You use whatever that gets rid of rust, basically. Hammer. I use this pick to mark the lines. If you have a marker that doesn't get off or disappears with water and everything else, use the marker. I have 21mm spanner. I have a socket, normal one for 19mm, 17mm. I have the good old vice grips. Torque wrench. Small jack. If you want, you can even have a jack stand. Gloves and something for your knees, for yourself. That's all you will need. And of course the part itself.
Let's start this job by checking up the car and fully removing the wheel. There's a video in my channel where to check up the car and how to take off the wheel. And let's start this with spraying a good dose of penetrant on the lock nut and on the nut that's holding on the tire rod to the knuckle. Obviously comparing the tie end rods.
"20 minutes later."
Now this one was a big doozy. The locking nut did not want it to get loose. I was struggling there for 20 solid minutes. And the best way I found out how to loosen it is to wedge the vice grips against the A-arm. So it's wedged and then use the one hand method. I had to move the camera on the side because that was the only way for me to actually put enough leverage to break it loose. And it was fighting me all the way down. This one is pretty easy. It's a 17mm. You can even do it with an input gun. And of course, back then it's hammer time. Go for it. How to not to lose the alignment is to count full turns until the all tire and rod comes off. I'm comparing the distance between the locking nut and the tie and rod. If you do it 25 times to take it off, you screw it back on 25 times to set it roughly at the same location. I do recommend for you to get the wheel alignment. If you can move tire and rod with your 2 fingers, and the booth is talking to you and telling you to subscribe to my channel, you know it's bad. It's real bad. Now I'll mark the spot so I know if it gets loose. I can see it right away. Put the wheel back on. Do the right torque specs for the wheel. The torque specs I do is 108 Newton meters. Time for test drive to let it all settle in and to check that there aren't any weird noises or the wheel doesn't turn weirdly, just to fully check it all out. And I have good news. It drives perfectly fine. Now for the last check I like to do. If you look from the fender down and you check how the wheel sits, and on screen you can see how the toe is. If you have a zero toe, toe in or toe out, you compare that to the other side which you haven't changed. And if it looks roughly the same, it should be perfectly fine, but still I would recommend you to do a wheel alignment. Bye bye.